Hello and welcome to this video where I will be putting this DeskShield panel to the test. So the first sort of natural thing that will happen is knocking the panel over. So let's go straight away. I stand up, I by mistake knock it and see what happens. And as we can see, well, nothing has happened. The bases are all fine and the panel is also perfectly fine. So, passes the knockover test. What I'll do actually recommend is sticking the bases with on a blue tack or something, just so they stay in position. So the next test is the hot drinks test. So I've got a kettle here, which I will just boil the water again. So just wait a moment. Okay, so just to prove that this is actually boiling water, I will be making a tea. So there you go, it's brewing nicely. So now let's do the same, but with our panel. So how do we do it? Yep, let's go to those bases, just so we don't get them wet. And let's give it a go. Let's pour boiling water onto the panel. See, it does steam up. I'll pour a bit more. Okay. It's not even warm. So yeah, doesn't do anything to it. Technically, the sort of melting point for plexiglass is 160 degrees Celsius. So obviously with boiling water, it's around 100 degrees. It should be perfectly fine. I won't spill my tea. So yeah, can drink it. Now the next series of tests are the test of a frustrated employee. With lockdown, with staying at home for so long with your relatives, it is time for people to wind down, but surely there will be some anxiety. So, assuming I'm doing some writing, and I'll start with a pencil, I'm writing, someone says something silly, and I throw at them. Well, luckily, there's a WorkShield in between. So it's not only a sneeze or spit screen, it's actually also a protection screen. So let's try something heavier, a pen. So again, I'm writing, someone's laughing at me or joking and I'm really not in the mood. Bang, the employee is safe as again. Next, well, obviously I might have something heavier, so I'll throw it. And as you can see, it stays in position. Now, if your employee is actually doing some work on the computer, they'll be having a mouse, then again, what they'll do, they'll just throw it. As you can see, it is quite resistant. Even at higher level, it barely moves. Now let's go, let's up it up. Now assume someone is really frustrated, but actually this time they're not frustrated with a colleague, they just are pissed off with something. So what they could do is use what's in front of them, so basically a keyboard. So now let's assume that someone gets frustrated and they want to just get it out of them. So what they will do? Well, they take it out on poor panels next to them. So we have to test it. So, well, poor panel, but let's see what happens. Okay, well, there is a bit of a scrape mark there, but I guess it's something we could clean up. Yeah, it's just the plastic that's gone onto it, but it is showing some signs of wear and tear. But still, as you can see, the panel is still all in one piece, and it's not showing signs of breaking. Also, the fact that the bases aren't actually physically attached to the desk make it a bit safer, because worst case scenario, the screen will fall over. It won't crack, as demonstrated a few times now by just falling over, so it actually protects it from cracking. So yeah, we've done the first set of tests, but I really want to put the screen to the limit. So I have to up it up in terms of what I'm going to be smashing against the screen.